Black women, hello. It's your girl. Listen, I hope that you are holding yourselves and your daughters, nieces, granddaughters, and goddess daughters uplifted, held sacred, and protected. Now, shout out to Queen D, okay? Because she reminded me of something on a post. She made a comment, and I know that I like to think I'm really funny and shit and whatever, but she reminded me that sharing the books, when I share books in my library, that's very important. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you a few of the books that I have, that I keep close in. They go on rotation, because I have like 10 um, bookshelves, and I want to say six of them are very deep bookshelves, meaning that I can put books behind books behind books. So I've been an avid reader for my whole life. And I think we, as Black women and Black girls, we're very capable, and we do a lot when it comes to being autodidactic. In other words, learning for ourselves. So we don't have to just sit around in these white folks' schools and learn, you know, whatever history or sociology that they done made up. We actually can purchase books and read them. There are libraries online. Um, and I will say this about my own mother, who too was an RN, that she too was a very avid reader. And before she passed away, she had a library of, I want to say, close to 2,000 books. In fact, my aunts had donated most of those books, and they built a library around that in the town we come from. So let's get it popping, okay? I'm just gonna show you a few. Don't fall asleep. Don't trip, okay? It's not gonna be that bad. But I'll slow it down. I want you to just take a look at what I do. And so, primarily when I'm downstairs, because I'm not taking y'all upstairs to them bookshelves upstairs. I'm just not gonna do it today. I'm sorry, Queen D. I don't feel like going up there right now. But I love you, girl. Okay, so I'm gonna show you just some of the ones that I have, that I use in my downstairs library. Okay. All right, let's move in a little bit closer. This is actually one of my work areas that I like to sit back, relax. Let me see my big old chair there. Sit back and relax, and read and do things like that. But let's get in closer so that you can see some of the titles here. And you'll notice that they're quite eclectic, right? Because I really believe that we need to know as much as possible. So as you're looking at these books, I know you're going to say, what are you doing with a Kabbalah chick? Metu Netter? What the hell? Yes, I have all of these different books, and true, I read them. Some of them are books that I've actually authored. So you can see books on Buddhism. You can see things that were like really difficult for me to get through, but I like to push myself, right? And let's back up a little bit. And I think it's important that we really learn as much as we possibly can about as much as we possibly can. And that means from prehistoric times to what the soil was made of at a different time, to different religions, sociology, all of these things. Now, I do have a few degrees some letters behind my name, but I primarily learned what I learned from being autodidactic. Though these are scholarly books, they are not from classes except for a couple that I've taken. Okay, these are books that I've read on my own, and you black women and our black girls, our black children can know everything in these books, right? Because you can purchase them. Now I have a lot of books that are on iBook and let me think, Kindle, that type of thing. But I just wanted you to see those ones close up. Now, this is one of my centerpiece bookshelves, but definitely, like I said, I've read 90% of the books. I want to say I'm probably about 10 books behind because I try to read. Here, let's get down here. I try to read um, at least 3 to 5 books a month, which is why my glasses need to keep getting stronger because I be wearing my eyes out. You see how I have different religions up here? I have many more books on diverse religions and things upstairs from the viewpoint of that group of people, right? And it is so important because this is how people actually govern and have control over entire societies, right? So it's important to understand how people think. That's a really big deal for me. But here you go. Okay? Don't even say it, people. Don't even say it. Now, this is one of my deeper bookshelves. I actually have 2 deep bookshelves downstairs. The others are upstairs. I already told y'all I'm not going upstairs. Nope. No, I don't feel like it. But I'm keeping still so you can read some of the titles and things like that. Um, I do have a degree in theology, a master's in theology, but letting y'all know I am not Christian. However, because I serve and center Black girls and Black women, and I understand that 85% of us are Christian, then I need to be able to speak the same language. Even though I grew up a Baptist and all that, I've gone into the deeper mysteries, but I needed to really have a better understanding of why we're still following Christianity and that, and be able to speak in those terms with people. So, yes, there's Dante's Inferno. Yes, I have a Quran. I have more than one. Um, but I try to be very eclectic in what I read. And I'm definitely big on high fantasy. In fact, I've written 2 high fantasy books myself called Book 1 and Book 2 of 7. Here's one of them. Look at that. Look at there. Look what I found. One of the books I wrote. Yeah. So I've actually read my own books too. So again, I want to give another shout out to Queen D. Thank you for reminding me, and that I need to start sharing more from those books, all these different books, and helping us to see things from diverse perspectives while we analyze and annotate what we're reading, right? And take it in, make notes. I make a lot of notes in my books. You know, make notes, argue with the book. I do a lot of going between books. When I see the same thing being written, that kind of becomes a universal truth because it's coming from different people's perspective. But let's say the Quran says something that the Buddha said or the Rig Veda has said, primarily because we like tend to copy other cultures, right? Or the Book of the Dead, all of these different books. I have Nietzsche, I have just so many different ones, and I want to encourage you to do the same, Black women. Love y'all.